Hello everyone and welcome back to Nekojishi. Last time we were here, Liao was the biggest pushover when it comes... Liao is, not was, I suppose, the biggest pushover when it comes to Tiger. Who should I share my homemade bento with? Whoa, okay, if you guys are going to be like this, I'll have to pick. I guess I'll offer it to... Who? Damn it, was Clouded Leopard always this aggressive? What? Leopard cut me off before I could finish. He's been awfully jumpy over this, probably anxious to hear my answer. Unnerved, I quickly look away. Oh. Ugh, that meat is way too salty, don't you think? Who are you? Like, kiddo, is this the first time you've ever cooked? You really need to keep working on it. I know that. Why do you think I was going to eat it by myself? Oh, to me it looked like you were about to offer it to someone. The gift of a nice, warm, homemade bento is a great way to express your affection to someone. It's not like that. Don't jump to conclusions. Aren't these three your suitors? Or are they mistaken? You're mistaken. Also, who are you? I understand his words, but that doesn't make hearing them any better. What was this about? I think it was falling in love and all that fun stuff. I understand his words, but that doesn't make hearing them any better. The conversation seems to be lost on Leopard, which is probably for the best. Wahaha! Alright, now I should stop messing with you. It's fine, I know they don't feel that way. Well, maybe except for the little. Don't call me little! Wahaha! Alright then, Leopard Cat, but with the rumors being what they are, I had to come and see for myself. So, kiddo, do you really have no romantic feelings towards these cats? No. Really? At the very least, you're all so close to each other. I'd say whatever happens, you'll still make great companions. Great companions? Would that really be how it works out? You still don't know everything. You don't even know what they're asking me to do. Please say, what have they come to request from you? A Dutong, a priest, an oracle? I would have to choose one of those roles and perform it for years for just one of them. Perhaps even for my whole life. I can't just make a promise like that to all of them. So then, I guess you'll just have to promise that to the one you wish to be together with for life. Why'd you have to put it like that? What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to choose any of them? Why'd you have to put it like that? Isn't that how it is? Whoever you choose will be your companion for life. Which, honestly, not true. Sometimes things don't turn out the way you think, and, you know, gotta end up with somebody else. I don't know why, just because they're a god doesn't mean you gotta, like, stick to them forever. It's like, if you chose a religion, you're like, man, I'm not gelling with this religion, and you just leave. As difficult of a decision it is to make, isn't it a bit disrespectful to the gods by having them follow you everywhere in anticipation? I never thought of it like that. I never thought of it like that. Sad face. You can't put off this decision forever. I'd say you should choose the companion you get along with best and stay together with them. Tiger grabs the bento. Of course, the real bento is still on my lap, but now he's taken the chi of it. With 2 fingers, he picks up a piece of meat and places it into his mouth. I did my best to help you with the recipe, but it still turned out like this, despite my best efforts. Wait, you're eating it? Is it really that bad? Man, even the chi? It's a bit too salty and oily. But as the efforts of a beginner, this is
This is a sufficient first try. Furthermore, there's plenty of room for improvement. So let us practice more another time and make some delightful food together.
I still can't believe Liao didn't taste his own food. It's like, if it's that salty when you tried it at home, you should have just scrapped it at that point. It's not going to be very helpful if you ate it here. Sure, whenever we get a chance. It's not easy to use the kitchen in my apartment. If I set everything up to cook every day, they'd just complain because I'd be taking up too much space all night. But, Tiger, is it okay for you to eat that? Ragu already had a bite after all.
It does smell unusual, but that doesn't affect the taste. I simply couldn't let it go without knowing how it turned out.
Oh, sorry to trouble you.
No problem. After all, it was me who helped make it.
Tiger swallowed another piece of meat, then another, seeming to enjoy it all the same. Watching him eat just reminds me of my own hunger. I pick up a small piece of meat and put it in my mouth. It's too salty and too oily, but that's probably from the meat getting cold. I swallow it down with a mouthful of rice. The rice helps the taste, but I still wouldn't call it great. Next time I'll have to do better than this. Moving on, I try the rest of the meal. The fried veggies taste a bit metallic, and the tamagoyaki was soggy, but for some reason I didn't find that too bad. Huh, I guess I like soggy tamagoyaki. Tiger and I sat together, quietly eating our bento. Once we finish eating, I pack up the leftover rubbish. We have to keep the field clean, after all. Tiger knows me. He knows my troubles, he knows my likes, but even then he says he's not interested in romance. Sad face. He just doesn't speak enough for me even to take a guess as to what he's thinking about. I really do hope he doesn't think I'm using him. I should ask him what he really thinks if I get the chance. I look around towards the three of them walking single file down this narrow and winding mountain path. Some distance separates each of us. Would this be a good time to ask him? But how am I going to do it? It's embarrassing, but I've got to just suck it up and go for it. Which one of them should I talk to about this whole romance thing? Perhaps it's best to ask Tiger about stuff like this. I'm more comfortable talking to him. Tiger, what do you think about what Ragu said?
Like I already said, you shouldn't take heed over silly rumors. It was distasteful for him to tell you.
Right, but with what they say about me, you don't think I have any of those kinds of feelings towards you, do you? Because I definitely don't.
I'd be flattered, Liao, but I'm a god, so perhaps it would be better for you to find a real boyfriend.
So you think I should be with a human?
It is a big difference, just think. Gods don't have bodies. It's impractical, other people can't see us, so it would be unrealistic to do any normal couple activities in public. And on top of that, some gods are tied to their land, never able to leave it. You wouldn't be able to get married. Well, I guess you probably don't want to get married. Even if you can channel spirits, maintaining a relationship with a god is a hassle, one that is best to avoid.
I guess that's true, but you know I like beastmen, and as you know, those don't exist. So wouldn't an animal god like yourself be a good alternative? But I'm definitely not trying to persuade you right now.
Indeed, but that's only about appearances. You can't have a romance just founded on appearances, now can you?
I guess that's also true.
God shouldn't just care for one worshipper. As such, to be in love with one would be strange.
Yeah, I get that you don't want me getting involved with you. I understood what he said, but his words felt detached. Tiger, what if I really don't go home after graduation? Would you care about what I do? What would you do?
That's a puzzling question. Of course, I wish for you to go home, but if you must have your own plans, that's fine too. Does this mean you have decided to become a dancer?
No, it's just Ragu urged me to decide as soon as possible, but choosing one of you means that I would have to leave Taipei.
Didn't I just inform you to not get involved with any gods?
I don't mean it like that. I only mean to help you guys, but no matter what. That would mean I'd have to leave, right? I don't want that, but the idea of refusing all of you makes me feel horrible.
Liao, you know that you can't help everyone. If you really want to help people, you should help your family in the temple first. There are many worshippers who need you there.
But, Tiger, I don't know if I should say this.
What do you intend to say?
The last time I was there, everyone back home seemed to be actually doing well. All they pray for is wealth, love, and peace. For the most part, everyone's happy. The guai don't cause trouble, and everyone's big problems are just a part of everyday life. Honestly, from the sounds of it, the aboriginal people of the Rukai tribe are the ones who would really need my help.
Stop joking around. His words are vague and incomprehensible. Don't believe everything you hear. You don't know how their situation really is.
Huh? What's going on?
Nothing.
Really? It doesn't sound like it's nothing. Is everything okay? I have cat hearing. I could hear everything you guys were saying, and now I want to butt in. Yeah, it's nothing really. Liao, don't take what he says too hard. If that old man's bullying you, just let me know. I'll kick his ass.
I would never bully Liao.
Really? With all that yelling, what else could it be?
I just...
Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. Just try to keep it nice. The two of them walk off down the track ahead of us. Tiger waits until they're out of earshot before continuing.
Liao, all they've said is but the surface of their problems. I do not believe you should promise anything until you know what they truly want.
Still, I'd have to go there to see for myself.
Liao, do you really not wish to come home?
It's not like that, I think I'll go back eventually. I don't mean to say I'll never go back, I just need time to think about it.
If you require time to think, I don't believe you should go with either of them. Who's to say when you'll ever be able to return?
I don't know, maybe, I just don't want to feel like my whole life is just shackled to returning home someday.
So you wish to stay away for a while?
Yeah, and I also think I should still try and help them out.
Liao, it sounds like you just want to help them just so you can stay away from home. Isn't it insincere to rely on an excuse like that?
If I go, I do my best to help. You know why I'm hesitant? This is going to change my life. It's a big deal.
Certainly, but Liao, will you come home eventually, even after helping them for a while? You will come home, right?
I literally said I was gonna come home. I guess you could say that.
Well then, I still don't encourage you to go help them. It would be easy enough to deal with a small kitten, but how would you be a Jatong after promising to be that Aborigines' oracle? But I digress. As long as you return home, the only thing I care about is that you're safe, Liao. No matter what, Liao, you are the son of the Lin family, and I can't see you leave without accomplishing anything. Their troubles are not your troubles. You don't need to provide them any service, and especially not give your life to their cause.
You can help. It's because you guys don't offer any other freaking alternatives that Liao doesn't even think about it. Get stuck on the one thing. Like, come on. This is what brainstorming is for. What if I said that I wanted to help them?
Then I'd have to let you, even if I wouldn't feel good about it, especially if you became the Aborigines' oracle. Of course, as your family's guardian, it would be sad for me to see you go off to be the oracle of another tribe. At least, try to thoroughly consider all options before making any promises.
I know, trust me. I won't make any rash decisions.
That's a good boy.
Tiger pats my head. I swat his hand away. I don't know why, but this time it feels a little less reassuring than usual. We continue down the mountain trail together in silence. Senpai seems a bit annoyed. I guess I didn't really give him much attention on the way back. I never do. To make up for leaving the other two cats to walk down the mountain in silence, I ended up getting them some treats. A hot dog for Senpai and some tea-flavored ice cream for Leopard. Leopard was completely perplexed by the ice cream until Senpai bought another one, showing him how to eat it. It was really lovely of him, but Tiger just kind of sat off to the side watching us enjoy ourselves. I didn't know what to say, neither did he join in or make any attempt to stop us. For the rest of the night, Senpai and Leopard had fun while pulling me around to various shops before finally we headed home. Ask Guardian Tiger to find Senpai. I sat at my desk trying to study, but all I can think about is Senpai's disappearance. Unable to do any work, I resort to distracting myself with social media.
Liao, are you still troubling yourself over that kitten?
Yeah, of course. He just disappeared like he wasn't here at all.
I would prefer that you just forgot about him, but that would be too much to ask.
I mean, it's not like I never wished for him to leave, but I never wanted it like this. What if something bad happened?
I don't believe it's something bad. He's somewhat of a guardian tiger after all. Guai wouldn't harm him, and most people cannot even see or touch him unless he's possessing a body.
Then where is he? Why hasn't he said anything yet?
I don't know, and I care even less. I have no doubts that he's fine.
Can you guarantee that?
Well, there are no guarantees in this world. If you do really care so much, I suppose I can help you look for him, if that's really what you wish.
Ow.
Usually I would inquire with clairvoyant or clairaudience for help on the matter, but we are too far from home. Perhaps we can reach them from a temple here in Taipei.
Temples? There should be plenty of Mazu temples in Taipei, right?
Even if the temples are of the same religion, each one may house different gods. You could say it's something like a department store, set departments but a wide variety of products in each one. It would be strange to bother an unfamiliar god with such a trifle matter. Although even a non-Mazu temple could have a guardian tiger or two. Such as the temple of the Taipei's highest city god, it would not be hard to ask a guardian tiger there for assistance.
So we should go to the temple of Taipei's highest city god? I feel like that's like the weirdest too, to bother gods of higher rank. Like, can't bother strangers, can't bother those guys either.
Yes, most of us guardian tigers get along quite well. Thankfully there are many temples with similar beliefs.
So you won't ask a clairaudience?
As you know, I still cannot travel far from my statue. In which case, I would need to ask them to contact said temple for me.
So basically, you'll ask clairvoyant and clairaudience to go ask a guardian tiger at the temple for help.
Yes.
It'd be like asking a friend of a friend to go ask their friend. Would they be fine with that?
It's either this or going around putting up missing persons posters and handing out leaflets, and I doubt the effort would be worth it.
Yeah, if we tried that, people would just start spreading rumors about him.
As you see, getting the gods involved is much more effective.
I guess you're right. Should I have Tiger ask the gods for help? Nah. He's right, the rumors about us were bad enough. If I went around asking about Senpai being missing, people would just get the wrong idea about our relationship. Tiger made it sound simple, but making him go around asking other gods for help is just like sending him out to beg for favors. If it turns out the Senpai isn't in any real danger, as he probably isn't, it's not something I can just ask Tiger to go out and do. There's no reason in it. I know, so I'll just ask some close friends if they've seen him.
Liao, you're overthinking this. That kitten couldn't possibly be in any real danger.
For the past few weeks, he's been pretty much glued to me. It's weird for him to have just vanished.
At the very least, it would feel nice to be free of him, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
I understand. He'll probably be back in a few days. It's okay, Liao. Now you should stop worrying over this and study for your exams.
Tiger pats my head firmly. I let out a sigh, and it feels like some of my worries drift away with it. Senpai, where have you gone? Senpai, should I talk to them about him? Tiger. Hey, Tiger?
I know what you want to say. He wishes to leave, and that is the right decision to make. Making him stay would just cause the both of you no ends of trouble. And as he said, there is nothing stopping each of you from seeing the other. Everything works out in the end.
Sure, that's true, but he's only leaving because of his family. He's not leaving because he wants to. Should we really let him go like this?
What would you do, beg his family to have him stay? I hardly think they care.
That would only make things worse.
That's right. How can you stop him? This is a problem for his family to deal with by themselves. Even magistrates find it hard to resolve such quarrels. The same goes for gods. It is beyond even the powers of the goddess Mazu to solve. You're better off leaving it be.
It's just hard to accept.
You were the one who wanted him to leave to begin with.
I changed my mind. It's not like I wanted him to leave like this.
Then what do you want? To happily have him around even though you know you can't promise to go to Miao Li with him. Right now you are ruled by the passions of your heart, but then what? This may as well be the best opportunity to say no to him. If you feel guilty about it, just imagine that I kicked him out. Would that be fine with you?
You have nothing to do with it.
That's why I said to imagine. I'm asking you to let him go. If you regret this decision, you are free to blame everything on me, understand?
How could I do that?
Liao, do you know how painful it is to see you be so indecisive?
I know.
That's good. Well, if there's anything you wish to say, you can tell him tomorrow in person.
Yeah. I head to bed, nestle myself into a ball under the quilt and close my eyes. It's early and I can't sleep, but I feel like it's the only thing I can do right now. Envelope in warm blankets with nothing else to do, but just lie here by myself. I can't help but think what would have happened if I just asked Senpai to leave straight off the bat. I would have avoided so much trouble for the both of us. But after all the time we've spent together, can I really just say that I want to throw it all away? That I would have been better off if he didn't become a part of my life?
Liao.
Yeah?
Don't worry, no one is around. Just close your eyes. Listen. In all sincerity, seeing you so distraught over the kitten, it's very painful.
I think to ask him why, but I remember he told me just to listen.
I'm not sure where this feeling comes from either. Perhaps because you are my worshipper. My worshipper who cares so much about those other two. That kitten is a guai as far as I'm concerned. I feel that he has used your sympathy for his trivial cause to become closer to you, and in turn it's evident how much you've grown to care about him. If something were to happen to me, would you even wish to return home in my stead? That was a joke. I don't mean to say that you must go back home.
He stopped stroking me. What? When were you touching me?
But, oh well.
I reach up and place my hand on Tiger's paw. If anyone's watching, it'll just look like I'm rubbing my neck. I'm sorry. After he saw the stop stroking me part, the giggles started bubbling up. These past few days, I've only cared about Senpai. I've just left Tiger's feelings by the wayside, not even considering how much he cared. But I worried about Senpai because Because of what? Do I really have a crush on Senpai, or am I just afraid of change to my happy life? I'm just so used to being surrounded by, like, hot guys. I'm feeling so attached. How much do I actually care about my guardian tiger? Tiger asked me not to talk, so I stifle my questions inside. Or maybe that's just my cop-out. I continue to read, finding it harder and harder to focus on the book as I go. Didn't you only come from a statue a year ago?
Well, it has been at least 10 years since my statue was carved.
10 years? You're younger than me, what?
It makes no difference. It still remains that everyone from the Lin family are the children of the gods.
So, as a god, you just come into being so, like...
Oh, look at these little babies.
What the You would think there's, like, at least some growth that has to be there, because as a spirit, like, you have to go through the cultivation thing. Like, that's like one of the biggest stuff in Chinese lore. They have the whole, what is it called? Murim? I could be saying that so wrong. I don't know how to pronounce anything. They have that whole thing where, it's been mentioned in the glossary somewhere, where you spend, like, this time cultivating until you are able to, like, ascend or something. How do you just get carved? Like, even if you're a part of a place, I feel like you still have to have some growth that comes in. You can't just pop out. Is this why you're... this is why you got your ass beat by leopard? What's all the muscle for? Useless.
It makes no difference. It still remains that everyone from the Lin family are the children of the gods.
Whatever. That still doesn't mean you need to treat me like I'm your kid.
Alright. I'll treat you like an adult from now on. How does that sound?
What does that mean?
Oh, you see, this month's offerings are on you. Does that please you?
After turning off the light, Tiger and I lie in bed together. We sleep together in the same position as usual. His arms embrace me from behind, with his hands resting against my chest. I nuzzle his hand, feeling the warmth of his soft fur brush up against my face. I close my eyes to the rhythm of each of his deep breaths, and gradually fall asleep in the reassuring warmth of his body around me. Honestly, if, like, Liao got a boyfriend after this, like, he decided to be like, yeah, I can't date a spirit, man. It's just not the same. I can't go on dinner dates with you. Can't go to the movies without it being weird and alone. But then you get a human boyfriend, and then you're just like, these hugs, they're not the same. They don't hit right. I'm just gonna keep comparing. Babe, please. Put on the tiger fursuit, babe. Please. I need you to hold me in the fursuit. On Monday, college resumes like usual. All in all, it was just a normal day until Leopard made a surprise visit as I left my afternoon lesson.
That high note should be able to buy us some time. However, I don't think it will be very long.
Can he stop Leopard?
The 12 subordinates are by no means a battle-ready group, although with the aid of all 12 divisions they might be able to defeat him.
Will he be alright? Will Leopard...
I wouldn't know for sure, but what I do know is that the subordinates are not easy targets. They would not die even if he defeated them. I also spread my chi off in different directions on my way back to confuse him. Hopefully it will provide us more time. Now, I am no match for him, so we must decide what to do next.
What can we do?
I wish to wait longer before mentioning this. But we are out of time. Liao, you are aware that a Jitong can summon a god to possess his body, correct?
Yeah, so you're asking me to let you possess my body?
Summoning a god to possess your body is not quite that simple. It requires the guardian tiger and Jitong in question to be very familiar with each other. The Jitong needs to be willing to entrust his body into the guardian tiger's care. Be certain that even for the Lin family, a Jitong can only be possessed by one guardian tiger in his lifetime. And well, I don't believe we are familiar to that level. It has merely been a month since you could see me, even if I've known you from a very young age.
So it wouldn't work? And why did you get my hopes up?
We might still accomplish it.
How so?
A way to help us understand each other, or otherwise put, to help you feel comfortable to have me possess you.
That's a bit ambiguous. What does he mean to do? So right now, how does possessing me help us?
If I could possess your body, my spirit power would protect you directly, because its form is purely spiritual. Leopard would be unable to harm you no matter what.
So I'll be shrouded by Tiger's spirit power. It sounds like that would help me be safe, but would Leopard really give up just because of that?
Through your body, my spirit power can influence objects effortlessly, although that leopard's power may be stronger. This distinction means we'll defeat him easily.
I see. How should we do this?
You must trust me to the degree that you would feel comfortable to give your body to me.
Give my body to you?
Oh my. Tiger.
Oh, that's... Even after he said it, I don't really understand what it meant. What would giving him my body feel like? Do I have to think about how much I trust him? Do I actually trust him enough? There's a thread on my sleeve that is irritating me. I at least think I trust Tiger. I'd feel safe to have my life in his hands, but... I think about everything I've done with him over the last month. I guess you could say we're close, but we're even beyond friends, but is that really enough? So you don't think I trust you enough?
Let me put it another way. Your mind may trust me, but does that mean your body does? It is closer to intuition than thought.
Then what should I do? From the sound of it, he's probably got a pretty good idea of things.
I shall begin. Firstly, you must get used to my form contacting your body.
Oh my god, is it like we're gonna do the horizontal tango?
Alas, if I knew it would come to this, I would have done other things too. Well, prepare you. Sorry. We can't have any foreplay. As such, we are short on time. Liao, come forth.
Tiger beckons me with open arms. So basically you want me to hug you?
It mayhap not be enough, but it's a start.
It feels like he's setting me up for something, but this is my best option. I look up and down Tiger's muscled arms and thick-set body frozen with embarrassment. Do you really have time to be embarrassed right now, Liao?
Liao.
Mm-hmm. I lean into his arms, resting my head against his shoulder. Heat radiates from his body. Is it just because he's worked up from the fight, or maybe it's just me? Tiger runs his paw across the back of my neck, relaxing my nerves. It's so nice just to be here, sinking into his arms. I feel like I don't need to worry about anything, enveloped within his embrace. Will this be enough, though? Tiger's hugged me plenty of times.
Liao, you getting used to it?
I really like it, but don't we do this all the time?
Yes, shall I proceed further? Proceed further? What is it gonna do next?
My heart begins to thump against my chest. Yeah, go ahead. Tiger rests his paw against my shoulder, pushing my body backwards against my bed. My face lifts and my eyes meet directly with his. He leans forward and I tense up, and then... he gently places his forehead against mine. Ah! I'm a bit disappointed, that's it. Well then.
Liao, you're a really good boy.
Don't ruin it. What are you talking about? He presses his head against mine. His face is the only thing I can see. His eyes looking deeply into mine. His warm breath blows against my nose.
I'm very glad to be the one by your side, to protect you from harm. You are a gentle man. A bit timid and irresolute at times, but that's fine. I know you do not wish to go back home, but even against our pleas you don't hate me or your older brother for it. You really are remarkable. I admire you for upholding your dreams. Admittedly, I still wish for you to go back home, but that isn't what matters. What matters is that, if possible, I would love to support you unconditionally.
Tiger's words embarrass me. That's just come out of nowhere. I don't really know what to say. Why are we talking about this?
Is this not the time to reveal our hearts to each other?
Reveal our hearts?
Exactly, to express our feelings for one another.
I have a moment of hesitation. Tiger, I love you. I love your big muscular arms. And how fluffy you are. You make the best pillow. Tiger needs me to trust him. Opening up to him should help, but if it's come to this, there's always been something I wanted to ask him. Is this the right time? I need to trust him now. What's the point if he can't answer this? Now's the time. Hey. I've been meaning to ask you something. Tiger, do you only care about me because I'm part of the Lin family? I mean, if I had nothing to do with the Lin family, would I even matter to you? Liao, he wouldn't even know you if you weren't part of the family. So this is like... This question was rigged from the start. This is like... What is a similar question to ask if you were posing this question to your significant other? All I could think about. If I was a worm, would you still love me? Like, cause you pose this question and it's just like, the reason why he is here is because you're part of the Lin family and you took the statue. Not being a part of the family, why would he want to be with you? This question is dumb.
Why do you ask? You and your spirit power is what makes it possible for me to talk to you, not your family. The Lin family is but a tie that connects my existence to yours. It has nothing to do with why I like you. After all, many guardian tigers don't actually get along with their tongue. In fact, possession does not have much to do with the extent to which we like each other. Some Jitong are possessed by guardian tigers even though their good relations are merely a facade.
That doesn't sound right.
In the end, what matters is that your body is willing to entrust itself to me. Communication on the matter can do nothing but help.
So what you're saying is that you don't need to like me just because I'm a child of the Lin family?
Of course, although as a child of the Lin family, it remains my duty to protect you, but it's not necessary for me to.
For you to what?
For me to think you are a good
man. A good man? Do you really need to say it like that?
No, it's because I like you, Liao.
What? Like me or like me? You're calling me a good boy because you like me?
How else would I put it? You are a boy of the Lin family and I like you, so you are a very good boy, and is that strange to you?
I'm not a boy! I'm a man! No, it's just a wording. It would usually infer something. How exactly do you like me? Is it because of my family, or is it that you like me as a person?
I consider you a son of the Lin family that I like.
My heart skips a beat. What? That means... Why does your heart skip a beat? He literally said like the same thing, but worded differently. Only slightly differently.
Alas, it appears as though I must spell it out. This was not in my plans, but...
What are you going on about?
This.
Tiger touches his lips to mine, pulling me into a deep kiss. We were so close there was no time for me to react. Oh my god, we actually got a kiss! I was thinking about it and we didn't get a kiss in Leopard's Route. What the And I'm so busy being upset. Every time we get to the end of these, for some reason I'm just extra upset for no reason. I nearly missed it. It almost didn't register. We were so close there was no time for me to react. He pushes his tongue in. Oh my god!
Tiger's tongue was thick, long, and rough, almost filling my whole mouth. I hesitated, but I decided to go with it by trying to lick back, my attempts thwarted by the strength of his tongue pushing into the depths of my mouth. I quit resisting and resigned my body to him. His kiss reaching through me, stirring the lake that resides at the bottom of my heart and my balls. It's the subtle feeling of having your entire body in the hands of someone you care about that I can't help but relish. So you understand now?
Kind of.
Only kind of. Was I not clear enough?
I'm gonna need you to really show it. Come on. Take me. I need a better example.
You made me go that far and still do not believe me. Has all your confidence in me left you? You concern me sometimes.
I'm sorry that I make you worry.
It seems as though you wish to make me say this. Liao, I like you a lot. I want to see you and I don't want to see you harmed. Which is why I want you to be mine. To not share you with anyone else. Was that clear enough?
How come we didn't get a nice heart-to-heart with Leopard? Like, I understand he's sort of, like, not quite... He doesn't really know what's going on, like, half the time. But, like, I thought that was just because he couldn't understand this dialect. So it was just, like, you know, not quite meshing well. But I mean, you don't need to say words to express. This isn't fair! I wanted a lovey-dovey scene with Clouded Leopard. I hate this! Yeah. My face is burning. What's wrong with me? I asked for this. You know, when I was looking up pictures of tigers for the thumbnail, I saw one where the showing the tiger's tongue, and that's so scary. Because you know how a little cat, their tongue is rough, and then you see the tiger's one, and you're like, oh my god, you one lick, and my arm is gone. All the flesh on my arm is gone. You took it, give it back.
I don't know if it's enough to make you trust me, but I want to protect you with my own hands. These are my resolute desires. So Liao.
Tiger grabs hold of my shoulders, his earnest eyes piercing straight through mine.
Will you allow me to enter your body and protect you with my own hands?
Yes, no hesitation.
Enter my body.
Why didn't he have to phrase it like that? Now I'm even more embarrassed. Absolutely. And in more ways than one, baby. I'll try, even if I don't know if it will work. I want to try.
It's fine.
Just the way this conversation is going is so... My god. I'm so jealous. I could have had this moment with Clouded Leopard.
It's fine. Even if it does not work, there are other...
Someone knocks on the door. We're busy!
It seems our time is up. I was about to suggest also seeking aid from the city god, but as he's already at the door, I don't think we can escape.
If I get a lovey-dovey scene with Kitten in his route, I'll be mad. So this is our last chance. I can't believe that Leopard would want to hurt me, but what other options do we have? I jump as another knock resounds through my room. If Leopard really means to hurt me, would he really want me to open the door? Wishing in vain hope, I muster up my courage and open the door.
Liao.
I'm here.
I need your power.
What if I say no?
I take by force. The guardian tiger can't defeat me. Oh, how prudent of you. I would very much like to see you try. Come on, this is what you wish to do. I really wanted to believe you knew better. But as I expected, you really are no good aborigine. It was my fault to allow you to stay by Liao's side. So now is my chance to correct my faults. You want to fight? It's you who is looking for a fight. I just want. Unfortunately, you won't succeed. Liao is under my protection.
Leopard readies a battle stance and Tiger reaches his paws out towards me. I grab Tiger's paws and he holds me tightly in return. A stream of energy flows through from him into me. Then all of a sudden I'm holding nothing. All that is left is warm steam rising from my palms. Tiger has vanished before my eyes, but I can feel his power. It's within me. Not the way I wanted him to be in me, but okay. My hands move by themselves. At first I'm surprised by it, but Tiger prepared me for this, so I calmed down. Soon enough I notice my hands shaking, as if Tiger's power is unstable within me. Maybe he can't possess me if I resist his movements? My body is positioned into a combat stance. My back held low and my feet spaced apart, keeping a low center of gravity, my body coiled like a tiger ready to pounce. It's like I'm one with his movements, even if that feels a bit strange. Leopard looks bemused, launching a small flash of lightning as a test to see what's happened. Tiger doesn't even bother to dodge. The lightning hits my forehead in vain, causing me to blink, but nothing more. Tiger's speech begins to resound in my voice. You should realize now that you cannot win. Not now that Liao has let me within his body. Not now that our power can manifest physically. I try. Leopard steps forward, passing the threshold into my room. His paw raised in front of him. This time I recognize his movements clearly. Tiger lowers my body towards the floor, resting my weight upon my left hand, energy beginning to accumulate in my thighs. Blue bolts shoot from Leopard's paws. My body pounces into Leopard's hand reaching out trying to grab his chest, but a sharp jolt pushes me away. Huh, I'm amazed. My body dashes toward Leopard once more as another volley of blue lightning shoots out at us. Determined to not make the same error again, Tiger chins my body to the side, moving me out of the line of fire and swiping away at Leopard's paws. Oh, tiny. The sparks fizzle out as Leopard steps back, cradling one injured paw with the other. It's hard to tell how badly he's hurt. However, he does not retreat. Leopard spreads his arms. At first, a green aura accumulates and then beams shoot out from all directions. Tiger readies my body for another charge, but we soon find the green beams have become intertwined around my body. Are these vines? Vines cover my body, binding my hands and feet. We can't move. The vines are only spiritual, merely illusory. So can we break free? That won't work. What can we do? Leopard struggles to hold his paws in the air as if an invisible tug-of-war was waging between him and Tiger, trying to break out of the spiritual vines. Damn, he's still so very powerful. Tiger's words from my mouth are harsh, although I have no control over my own body. I can feel how tense it is. Neither the vines or Leopard give way despite our concentrated effort. Tiger starts to roar under his breath. We're so close. We just need to break through. You catch together. Are we losing? Tiger and I are already... Isn't this enough? This can't be. There has to be a way. How can we defeat him? How can I strengthen Tiger's spirit power? I'm a tongue. I can't just leave everything to my guardian Tiger. I must do something. Tiger lets out an angry roar that doesn't faze Leopard at all. He slowly but steadily approaches, closing in on us, one step at a time. Bingo. I've got it, a name. I'll name him to increase his power. Tiger. Guardian Tiger. You are the guardian tiger of the Lin family, henceforth to be named Lin Hu. Doesn't sound as cool when you don't know how to pronounce name. My heart races, beating itself into a tightly wound knot of nerves that I fight through with all my might. That is your wish to protect the members of the Lin family, Lin Hu. If that is so, then help me. Help me with all your might. Stop anyone who wishes to hurt me.
Then, as you wish.
A sharp bang resounds around me and the vines binding us dissolve in a sputter of dim green light. Tiger didn't even move a muscle to break us free. He and I stand together, our gaze fixed on a bewildered leopard. Leopard takes one step back, then a vast leap far down the corridor outside my room, retreating as his form dissolves into a black and yellow shadow, disappearing before our eyes. Tiger paces slowly up to the door and closes it. As soon as the handle clicks shut, I fall to the floor, finally a second to relax.
Liao, are you alright?
Yeah,
Some people can be completely exhausted by the possessing ritual. If you don't feel well, you may take a rest.
No, it's not like that. I don't feel unwell. My mind's just trying to process everything. After all, we just managed to drive off Leopard's attack, and I gave Tiger a name. Lin Hu? Lin Hu? Tiger,
The
name I gave you, do you like it?
Of course I would say any name given to me by Liao would be wonderful, but... Lin Hu, Tiger of the Lin family, simple and direct. I like it very much.
It's something urgent I want to tell you.
How so?
I'm not really sure where to start.
What is it? Are there still things you feel uncomfortable to talk to me about? Is it about that leopard?
Not really, I just wanted to ask about what happened earlier.
Earlier?
You know what we did together? Tiger. No, Lin... Did you mean it? Alright. The last name is Lin. His first name is... Should I look it up? Should I just look up how to say it? We're almost done here, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Mean it? What do you mean by that?
It's just, you said that you like me and you kissed me. Are you saying you weren't serious about that?
Well, of course I'm serious, it's just...
Just what?
How to put this? Of course I like you, Liao, but I also feel that the urgency of the situation caused me to act recklessly.
So, what are you saying?
Just I don't want you to think too much about it.
What is too much?
Let's not discuss anything else on the matter. It's my duty to protect you. No matter my feelings, I have to.
You want me to just pretend nothing happened?
No, I just didn't expect you to take it this seriously.
How could I not take it seriously? I couldn't help but raise my voice. I didn't mean to yell at him. I did. A cacophony of feelings have welled up within me. I couldn't help it, but why? Not so long ago I felt like I never wanted to go with Tiger no matter what.
Liao, calm yourself.
Sorry, I've been thinking. Tiger, you've taken care of me, been nice to me and protected me, all because you wanted to possess my body, right?
It's true that I wish to possess you, but that was all to contend with the clouded leopard.
So if the leopard never attacked us, you would never have kissed me?
It's not like that.
Lin Hu, let me be straight with you. Honestly, I think I've realized it now. I think I've realized it now, how I feel. Or maybe it's just an example of misattribution theory. Maybe I'm just too nervous, too scared to know how I really feel. It doesn't matter. Lin Hu, I'll ask again, do you like me?
Of course I like.
I don't care if you like me, I want to know if you like me. This isn't about my family, this is about me. So please stop giving me the cold shoulder. That's all I ask.
But Liao,
So you don't care. We had this lovely moment, and we got through this issue, and now you're ruining it. So you don't care.
Liao. I like you, Liao, and I understand where you're coming from, but I don't believe...
Why not? Why can't I like a god? How come the Greek gods get to do it? I'm sure there's Chinese gods who got to do it. It's not fair.
You cannot. I'm not human, and as much as I know you like beastmen, you need a boyfriend, a real boyfriend.
No, I don't. Don't tell me what I need.
Someone who can take care of you when you fall ill, go on dates with you, to take care of each other financially, someone who can help you whenever you need. I know such a thing is hard, but no matter what, you cannot rely on a god who doesn't even have a physical form. What would we do if you became terribly ill? What to do if you run out of money? It cannot work.
Even if, like, what if he can't get a boyfriend? It's gonna be the same goddamn thing. Won't you take care of me? Won't you bless me against sickness and poverty? Poverty? As long as you're here with me, you said you'd protect me, didn't you? You can stop me from being sick, from being poor.
Whoa, that's a lot you're asking from me. Did you not see that I couldn't fight off Leopard until this whole thing? We had to friggin' fusion Ha, and then you had to give me a name. If I could make you not sick and make you, like, not drop into poverty, your family would be, like, top tier.
So who cares? What's the difference between having you and having another boyfriend? Any other, sorry.
No, it isn't. I can only bless you. I cannot stop things from happening completely. That is not how this world works.
Then beg Goddess Mazu if you can't do it. We're crossing lines here.
Liao, don't mistake gods as omnipotent.
Why not? You're my guardian tiger. You're supposed to be here to protect me. Then Hu walks up to me and wipes the tears from my face. Tears? How long have I been crying?
Liao, nothing can change the reality that I'm not a real person. Then I'll give you a body.
And then everything turned into a horror game.
For your future, for the rest of your life. You deserve a real boyfriend, not a god. That would be too special.
But that's not what I want. I like you, Linhu. God, just every time I say it, it sounds so lame. I like to have you by my side. I like it when you take care of me. I even like your big grumpy face. I know you'll be here with me because of this for the rest of my life. You never should have fucking kissed me. If this is how it's gonna turn out, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna throw your statue on the floor. And I'm not gonna fix it. I know you'll be here with me because of this for the rest of my life. And I don't want our friendship to just stay how we are. I want you to hold me in your arms whenever I want. I want you to pat me and comfort me. I want to get more intimate with you even if your form is only spiritual. In my dreams. Sounds sad as fuck, but... It's still great, isn't it? I felt wonderful earlier. Could anyone else possibly be better for me than you? See? See what happens? I told you. He already experienced it all with Tiger, and if he tries to go out to get a human boyfriend, it's not gonna be the same, with or without the fursuit. Could anyone else possibly be better for me than you? I even like Beastmen. I don't see anything wrong with us. Why? Why can't we...
I'm sorry, Liao. I didn't see your heart before. We didn't have any options, but it's still my fault for making that request. I shouldn't become that intimate with you.
Why? Don't you want to be with me?
It's not that I don't want to, I just...
It doesn't matter.
Liao, calm down, please.
I'm very calm. Okay, I'm not calm, but just letting this go isn't going to make me feel any better. All I'd be is maybe a little less sad.
Liao, even so, I want to give it some time.
I won't change how I feel.
You're just worked up. Many things can still...
Still what? What can I do? Just tell me.
Liao, give it some time. I'll go back to my statue and... It would be better if we didn't see each other for the next few days. It will give us some time. But there's no need to fret. I'll be watching in case that leopard comes back to trouble us. Liao, please don't be too... Well, I'm going.
Linhu disappears into his statue. I just stand there in my empty room looking blankly at the air before me. There was nothing I could have said. When did everyone leave me? Over the next few days, there's no sign of Leopard or Senpai. Senpai told me he was going back home, so that's just how things are. I doubt Leopard would come back after everything that happened. But Linhu, I still haven't seen him. It's just been 2 days back to my ordinary life as a college student. No gods talk to me. No one demands food I can't finish. No one glued to me from dawn to dusk. At least it's been peaceful. I've been able to focus on class without having someone jump out at me. No distractions at all. I go to the bookstore to check new releases. I even look at the textbooks, which I don't usually do. I don't know if there's anything new, though. I skip this week's practice, but end up going to the mirror wall at night after everyone else has left. I probably shouldn't go there on my own, but I don't want anyone to bother me. As usual, I go to the cafeteria for meals, sitting in a corner by myself, the energetic bustle of the other students filling the air around me. Even without the pressure of midterms, I prepare for each lesson like a proper student. It's not like I have anything to do back home anyway. I don't really care about going online or going out shopping anymore. It's not like it makes me feel any better. I know I'm fed up with this. I just don't feel like it's up to me to make the first move. He'll be out soon enough anyway. Ugh, that was weird. Who was that? I grab a tissue and use it to clean up my nose. Sure enough, I've caught a cold. My head feels heavy as I force myself to stay awake, dragging my mouse lethargically across the desk.
Liao.
Yeah?
Did I not tell you that my blessings won't stop you from becoming ill? Then in spite of it being freezing tonight, you took a cold shower.
I just wanted to try. I wanted to know how strong your blessing was while you were away. I found that your blessing wasn't enough to protect me from a cold shower.
It's been freezing at night and yet you managed to completely ignore that fact. You aren't wearing enough clothes, you're starving, your room is in disarray. You haven't even washed your clothes for days, you don't even use a blanket last night. You've been torturing yourself.
How else could I make you come out?
Because you were like this. I felt I couldn't face you. Your actions are not but emotional ransomware.
Where does he even get these words from? Yeah, sure. How else could I get your attention? Tell me.
I understand, but that does not give you any excuse to act so recklessly.
You're not my boyfriend anyway. You're not my dad. You're not my boyfriend. And I don't know what the third thing could be. I could say you're not my guardian tiger. How about them apples? I know I've crossed the line. But I'm not about to give up. I can't stand here and just throw away my feelings for him. I thought that me and Tiger were... If I'm going to spend my whole life with him, I don't want to be reminded every day. Reminded about how I gave up on him. Damn. Why is Tiger's route so dramatic? I mean, Clouded Leopards one was sad, but it happened fast. One moment he's crying, the next moment's like, okay, let's do this. This one gone on for days. It would hurt so much.
Liao.
Huh?
I surrender.
Huh?
Yet I have terms to make.
What do you mean?
If you want me to date you, you have to return home. I don't wish to coerce you, but your ability to distinguish spirits makes you special. Even the guai can see that. That aborigine in the kitchen approached due to your power, which I believe you know. The aborigine's actions have made me realize that some irreparable accident might befall you any day. Back home is the only place that no one would dare make a move to harm you under the eyes of Goddess Mazu. It is a pity that you don't wish to return, which you know all too well. If not only for your safety, you should go back. I don't want to face the risk of losing you. If we are to start a relationship, my concern is for your safety. I don't want to start something with you just to have you leave me one day because you were reckless. Is that not reasonable of me?
I'm just thinking about if they went home, though, all the other guardian tigers are there, and then they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But
I know you still wish to pursue the art of dance. And it is not my desire to put a stop to your dreams. I want you to try to continue working towards those dreams back home. There must be some local classes, even if they're not as big, however. Are you sure you do not wish to inherit the family temple? Even if you do not, you should still make some time to assist your brother. To have you return home is certainly for the best. I know it's not what you want for your life, but can it really be all that bad? At the very least, I'll be by your side as your boyfriend. I can take care of you, anything you want. I will not refuse, because that's what you want, and I want you to be happy, so please. Do it for me and for your safety. Come home with me.
after I graduate?
That's up to you. For me, the earlier the better. Alas, your family will unlikely accept you suddenly quitting school. But if you make that promise to me, I can rest assured. I'll just have to stay close to you until the time comes.
Are there a lot of guardian tigers back home?
There's so many. So crowded. You can't get a moment's peace or privacy. You want an open relationship? I don't really care if they agree.
I didn't mean it like that. Yes, I would like an open relationship. Wait, how do you know this? Yes, I would like a harem
Of beautiful tigers.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just a little... The other guardian tigers are going to see the relationship between us. What would they think? Oh man, I want to be a part of that. How come you guys are in an open relationship? What would Goddess Mazu think? Would she blame me and punish me? I don't think she'd even care, to be honest. But that doesn't seem to bother Lin Hu, so I think it might be alright. He wouldn't try to persuade me to go back if he knew it would be awful. Even if I feel awkward around the other gods, that's just the price I have to pay. Right now, the most important thing to me is... Okay, I'll go back home with you, but first... Promise me that you'll take care of me for the rest of my life.
Of course, I'm with you for the rest of your life, no matter if you go back or not. But I'm certainly glad that you decided to go home. Alas, I do not really know how the other guardian tigers will be when they see us. It shall take considerable explaining.
Well... Will they object to us being together?
Oh, doubtful, though it has always been the most experienced and powerful guardian tigers who have been closest to the spirit channelers in your family. As a young statue with less than 1 year experience, this is unheard of. They will probably lose face at my accomplishments.
What? Not fair. You got to get that intimate? I got stuck with every single Jatong that I just hate. I hate their guts. They suck. I can't find anyone that's worth it. This isn't fair. Man, you're so lucky. They're not gonna pressure you, are they?
The goddess will watch over me. This is the first time your eyes have been opened. It is not but the whims of fate that brought us together. They won't blame me. Nevertheless, I am thrilled to deepen our relationship. Ha! I can't wait to show off.
I'm still scared about what they're going to say.
Don't worry, if they ever make you feel uncomfortable, I'll take you away. As much as I want you to use your power for the good of the temple, you're more important to me. I won't let anyone harm you.
Thank you.
Hey, is this not a good thing? There's no need to cry.
Linhu leans over and wipes away the tears from my eyes.
There, there's no rush to go back. Let's just wait until summer holidays. Now you do have a cold to deal with, go take a warm shower. We can't have you getting worse now, can we? Even with my blessing, you will take some time to get better.
Okay. Thank you. As I turn around to go to the bathroom, Linhu abruptly hugs me tightly from behind.
Silly Liao, don't worry me ever again.
Mm-hmm. 2 weeks later, I return home to our temple. I had no idea how horrible the temple was until now. There are dozens of guardian tigers, dozens, the halls are full of them, and they all talk to me like priests. Honestly, no matter how handsome they are, their traditional views make it really hard to spend time with them. Thankfully, Linhu knows me well, often jumping in to save me from their lectures, even going as far as to stop anyone from coming into my room at night. When I got adjusted to life back home, I decided to visit Goddess Mazu. I'm left stunned in awe, her majestic bearing only serving to accentuate her imposing divinity. As much as I admire her, I dare not approach, but she understood that my fear was out of respect and never forced me to come closer. She simply praised me before letting me go. However, I did get the feeling that she knew about my relationship with Linhu, even though I hadn't told any of the other guardian tigers yet. Maybe Claudius informed her? I did manage to talk things over with my brother, agreeing to accompany him to temple events when I'm there, although I'll only be watching, passing on any messages from the guardian tigers when asked. That time I only came back for the weekend, but I'll be back once summer break starts. At least I've honored my promise to Linhu. In 4 years I'll graduate college, and I'm pretty sure I'll go back to the temple permanently, which means dance club has more or less lost its meaning to me. Regardless, I still like it as a hobby, even if I can't follow it as a career. It's not like I'm about to quit dancing anytime soon. Speaking of which, I never saw Suchi-senpai at club again. I guess he dropped out of college and went back home after everything. I don't see Leopard Cat himself or Leopard again either. Sometimes I think about them and miss them. However, in Linhu's company, I have nothing to complain about. Whatever it is, studying in class, lying around at home, playing on my computer, taking a shower, sleeping, Linhu is always by my side. I really enjoy and cherish his company. When I go back home, I'm sure I'll find the other guardian tigers lecturing me annoying, but Linhu means so much more to me. I could never betray our promise, so I'll go back with Linhu, devoting my life to helping worshippers and spreading the word of our temple's traditions. In the end, there's no need to feel sad because the person I love will be by my side for the rest of my life. I can't even remember what I was going to say in the middle of that because I'm so scared that I'm not going to have enough time to read. Look at him, he takes up so much space. There really is no room in this place. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was thinking about how it would be so funny if he went to go see the goddess Mazu and she was big buff tiger man or whatever animal that she would represent. That would have been hilarious. and so confusing. He walks in, he's just like, what? It's just a little prank between the gods. I know what you like. I just thought it would make me more friendly and approachable. This one's a little harder to figure out where exactly I'm supposed to back up, because I have 2 more endings for him that I need to figure out, and I don't know where it is. Because everything else looks like it's for Kitten. It was so much easier with Clouded Leopard because all I had to do was go back a few times and I got what I needed except the one. This one is so confusing. I might have to just wait until we do Kitten's one because we're traveling back so much and I really don't know what I need to choose. So by the looks of it, it really does look like we'll be getting another CGI for Tiger. But yeah. Also, it's gonna be a lot easier to search through stuff if we get Kitten's one done. So I don't have to worry about, like, getting Kitten's dialogue and then it being completely fudged. But that was Tiger. We actually got a kiss in this one. Lucky. Talking about how I like Tiger's design and everything, but my heart, I was devoted to Clouded Leopard. And my heart shall remain. I feel like the drama was super unnecessary after the whole, like, they opened their hearts to each other and then all of a sudden it's all like, no, I can't. You mustn't. I did bring up the question of if spirits could get down and dirty with a human, and I completely just went over the fact that they could kiss, so they definitely can. If they can touch on that physical level, then it is possible. Like, Tiger makes it seem as if he's a ghost, to where sure, there's that whole issue with the not being there and not being like a normal couple, but like Liao's lucky in the fact that he has a family that would take him in and they deal with this spiritual stuff. So really, there's no issue. But if it would be completely different though if Liao was not part of this family. If he was just a regular ass person, it would make things so much more complicated. Especially if Liao didn't have a family to return to. Then that would be an issue. Then Tiger could be all like, you can't do this, or we can't do this. You have to find somebody who is human and can actually take care of you. But because Liao is part of the Lin family, and they are part of the spiritual part of the world, there really was no issue. And honestly, the way that powers and stuff are represented in this game are a little, like, iffy to me. Especially in regards to Tiger and his whole separation from the primordial thing or whatever. It made it sound like he should have had more memories about what's up. but then, like, he also acts like he was born 1 year ago. There's like for me, I feel like there's like a weird conflict with his personality and the way that he's portrayed. Like the whole parent thing, I don't know, he didn't really have that vibe to me. To have that like weird parental thing going on with him. He did not feel like a DILF. He just felt like a guy who's just like, hey, a sport. But he did not give off daddy vibes. Which, you know, would have put his character, like, higher tier if he had daddy vibes. I'm just saying. Anyway. That was Guardian Tiger, and we will be getting into Kitten's route, and then hopefully we will get all of the endings without much issue, but there is a lot of options, and I don't know if combination is going to be very important when I get through it, because I don't really understand where I should start and go. I may have to look up a walkthrough, probably, so I don't spend way too long trying to figure it out. So there's that. But we're gonna finish it. Soon. I swear. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day and a good night. Bye-bye.